The New York Jets select Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner is a New York Jet!
Swaggy Sauce Gardner.
I love Sauce. I love his tape. I love his press technique. I love his confidence. He has everything you want to see in the position. And I think Robert Saleh in this scheme is perfect. It's a hand-in-glove fit for him, man.
Garrett Wilson.
It's Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets have just got two big-time playmakers!
I believe that Garrett Wilson is going to be the most impactful rookie receiver in this class. And I think we see Zach Wilson play like he did the last 6 games of the year, times 10, and have a phenomenal second season.
Wow, you think... Yeah! Yeah! Let's Jermaine Johnson!
Brees Hall, running back, Iowa State.
Brees Hall, oh my God, they got him! They went offense. They went with the best running back in the draft. Jeremy Rucker, oh my God! The Long Island native is a New York Jet!
J-E-T-S, Jet!
Let's go!
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Talking Jets with Jack. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. Richie will not be joining the stream today. It's just going to be me today. We're going to be talking all things New York Jets, starting off with can the Jets win the AFC East? But thank you guys for joining in. If you're joining in, please make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the stream out. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Shout out to everybody that's already here. Vincent, Mo, Nick, Taiwan. 19 New York Jets, 69, 24 Fresh. Jack, my boy, what's up, brother? Happy to be here with you guys today. Let's get into it, man. It still doesn't feel real that this Jets team is 6-3 heading into the freaking bye week. How you guys feeling? First of all, how you guys feeling with that? 6-3 heading into the bye week. We already body bagged the win total that Vegas had us getting. I know Richie cashed out on that. I wish I cashed out on that. But how you guys doing? How you guys feeling? Trap 000, Gang Green. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. Happy you guys are here. Let's get into it, man. Can the Jets win the AFC East? What do you guys think, man? I think the answer is yes, for sure. Is the AFC East the best division in football? I would say, yeah, 100%. But do the Jets have the ability to win the division? Yeah, 100%. We've beaten Miami. We've beaten the Buffalo Bills. After this bye week, we'll have an opportunity to beat the New England Patriots finally. So, you know, I'm really, I really do feel confident in this Jets team with how they are, you know, doing in the division. So with that being said, what do you guys think, man? Jersey Dolphins shout out, Ronald Perry shout out, Naftali Gardner shout out from Israel, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys, man. This is fantastic. So yeah, man, obviously the division is, you know, probably the best in football. The NFC East is right there as well. The 2 East divisions, man. It's crazy. You know, the 180 that we've seen that take with, you know, 20 years of dominance from the New England Patriots. And now all of a sudden we have a stacked division and the Patriots are the worst of the 4 teams. So, I mean, a complete and utter 180 we've seen the AFC East take in the past, you know, 2 months, a little over 2 months. So, yeah, man, just absolutely wild times. Wild time to be a Jets fan, but also a wild time to be, you know, a Bills fan, a Dolphins fan. So let's get into it, man. Obviously, you know, we've already beaten the Dolphins. That was with Skylar Thompson. It wasn't with Tua. And undeniably, the Dolphins look, you know, fantastic on offense, at least when Tua is on the field. But I think, as me and Richie have said in some previous streams this week, I think we match up with the Dolphins really, really well. And I do like us to beat the Dolphins the last week of the season in Miami with Tua, with Tyreek Hill, with all that stuff, I think we're the better team. I think we're the more well-rounded team. Obviously, Miami's offense is more explosive than ours, but I truly think that we are the more well-rounded team. And especially by the end of the season, if the offense gets into a nice rhythm, watch out, man. Watch out. Obviously, we just showed the world that we can beat the Buffalo Bills because we just did beat the freaking Buffalo Bills. And I'm still not over that game. I know all of you guys probably aren't either. And even if you're a Bills fan, you're still not over that game. So that was the biggest regular season win the Jets have had in, I don't know, maybe since 2015, but maybe even longer, maybe since 2010. Excuse me. But yeah, dude. So we've already showed that we can beat the Bills. We've showed that we can beat the Dolphins. Obviously, Week 18 with a different Dolphins team is going to be a different game. I'm not naive to that. The New England Patriots, man, this is the one that stings. Obviously, as we're coming off of a bad loss to the Patriots, a bad loss in which our special teams played awful. Our quarterback threw 3 ducks. We only lost the game by 5. So I really do think that with the confidence that this Jets team has coming off of this Bills game, going into a bye week, I really do think that we can march into Foxborough and get this win. I mean, we were close to getting the win, with our quarterback throwing 3 picks 2 weeks ago. And you can get into hypotheticals all you want, so I will do so. Horrible special teams throughout that entire game, giving the Patriots amazing field position almost every single drive, right? Every single drive, the Patriots I felt like they started with incredible field position. So they also scored 5 field goals. So if the field position wasn't constantly kicking us in the ass and they weren't, getting 1 first down and they're instantly on, the border of field goal range, I think the Jets could have won that game, man. Obviously, it's a hypothetical scenario, but just to show you that, obviously Zach was, I think, the critical reason why we lost that game. But that game, even with Zach's poor play, that game was right there, man. It really, really was. So I 100% have the confidence in this Jets team to go out and beat the Patriots. And with that being said, man, I mean, who knows if we'll sweep the Bills or sweep the Dolphins, but it's possible, man. We are already 2-1 in the division this year, which is, everything I wanted. I know a lot of people agreed out there. I really wanted to see us make strides within the division. Because, that's the only way you make it to the postseason. It's great that we can, beat the Jaguars or whoever last year. But the fact that we're just constantly embarrassed within the division has finally changed. And that is such an important step for this team to take. So I'm just super stoked, man. So I think when you break it down team by team, and then you look at the New York Jets, obviously Zach Wilson has, not had a perfect year. The kid's 5-1, man. No matter how you slice it, the kid's 5-1. The raw talent is there. He shows flashes of it every week. And I really do think that if he gets locked in, if he gets into a rhythm and he starts slinging the ball like we all know he can, watch out, man, because this Jets team is complete. I love what James Robinson was able to do against the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to the offensive line, everybody doing their job. And we're going to get some players back this week, against the Patriots, obviously, hopefully. So I think, this offense has the ability to get much better as well. So watch out, man. The fact that we're already 2-1 against the division, and I just see this team getting better week by week by week. So why should that trend stop? I really think the New York Jets do have a chance to win this division 100%. You can't tell me they don't. I'm not saying the New York Jets are going to win the division, but it is a fact at this point that the New York Jets can win the division. So the answer to this question is yes. But what do you guys think? Let me get into the chat a little bit. Shout out to all you guys. We got Carmelo in the chat, Dakota, Mateus. What's up, guys? What's up, Dakota? Evan says, beat the Pats, then maybe win the next couple games. Then at the end of the year, finish the slaughter off with the Bills and Finns. I love it, Evan. That's the energy we need, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fresh says, yes, with this defense, 100%. I think people would change their play style to try to beat us, and that'll be their downfall. Got to stay true to your game. And that's a great point you make there, Fresh, because what happened last week, not last week, in the Patriots game, the New York Jets did not stick to their game plan of, running the football down people's throats. And what do we see? we know exactly what we saw. First super chat of the day. Thank you so much to the legend himself, my man V-Man. Context: last time the Jets won the AFC East, the biggest blockbusters were Spider-Man, Attack of the Clones, The Two Towers, and Lilo and Stitch. That is crazy, V-Man. That's a big part of my childhood right there. I love the OG Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire, Attack of the Clones, although, you know, looking back years later, it's a bad movie, but it was my shit back then. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, of course, Lilo and Stitch, of course. Classics, man. But yeah, I mean, that really goes to show you how long the New England Patriots have really dominated this division. And like I said a few moments ago, the fact that this division is the best division in football, it just, and the Patriots are at the bottom. It's wild, man. It's a complete 180. Fresh says, I actually said his name correctly. Let's go. Genius Jack. I'll take that nickname. That's a good one. Hennessy says, what's up? I'll take a wild card. Division will be tough. We'll have to go 6-2. Anything is possible. What's up, Hennessy? We got a lot of homies in the chat today. I love it. I love it. A lot of loyal Jets media supporters. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a nice Wednesday morning. About to be afternoon. Officially afternoon, 12 p.m. Nice Wednesday afternoon. Johnny D from PA says, sup, Jack? Johnny, appreciate the Jet support from Pennsylvania. We love it. We love the countrywide Jet support. We love the international Jet support. We got somebody from Israel tuning in. We've had people from Mexico and Australia and Germany, and it's awesome, man, how far this Jets fandom really reaches. Zach Holmes, Jack, how long have you and Richie been friends? We've known each other for a long time now, since like 6th, 7th grade. So like 13 years or something crazy like that. Nuts. Lord Supreme says, peace, Jack. What's up, Lord Supreme? Carmelo. All right, guys, let's talk about the next. Nick's from California. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go to the next topic here, guys. I think I kind of got into it just for a brief moment there, but I do want to touch on it some more. This Jets offense can get better, 100%, with talent that we already have on the team. Elijah Moore, hello. Max Mitchell coming back. George Fant coming back. Hello. You know, it's a possibility, guys, and it will happen, and we've seen it trending in the right direction. Obviously, losing AVT, losing Breece Hall, nobody expected that to happen. Literally, our two best offensive players, but this Jets offense can and will get better because of Zach Wilson, because of James Robinson, because of the offensive line that has been putting in work, because of Denzel Mims, who's gotten an opportunity and he's, looked great as a blocker and made a crucial catch, and he's had other opportunities. This roster is really deep, man. It really is. The depth that Joe Douglas has assembled is just amazing. This is awesome, guys. We got West Virginia, and he knows only one other Jets fan. All right, Dylan. Well, keep repping out there, man. Appreciate that. Nathan from Ohio. Ronald from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love it, man. This is awesome. And I'm sitting here in Long Island, New York, hanging out with all you fine people. I love it. I love it. We got another donation from the legend himself, V-Man. Thank you for the donation, V-Man. Appreciate it. Is that the Epiphone catalog on your wall? You already know it's the Epiphone catalog on my wall, V-Man. That is a great eye. And I know you're a guitarist yourself, so you probably spotted that. But yeah, man, that is indeed the Epiphone, the classic Epiphone poster on my wall. You got John Lennon on there. You got Les Paul himself on there. Got some legends on there. But yeah, guys, this Jets offense can get better, and they will get better, and they will get better with talent we already have on the team, which I think is, amazing. Young talent. I really, don't want to spend too much time talking about Elijah Moore, but we do need to get the ball in his hands, 100%. He's too talented to not get the ball in his hands. But I'm also not going to complain about beating, what a lot of people think is the best team in the league overall in the Buffalo Bills. in any way. So Elijah Moore definitely needs the ball in his hands, but if we keep winning games, man, you're not going to hear a peep out of me. But yeah, dude, I really think that this Jets offense is going to be the next thing to really take a stride. If the defense can keep being consistent, special teams is consistent, we need the offense to take the slightest leap. And I'm telling you, man, watch out for this Jets team because we are mean and we are young. I mean, the amount of core players that are 25 or under is astounding. And that's a shout out to Joe Douglas right there, man. And it's also a shout out to this coaching staff for, whipping these young players into shape and getting them ready to play at the highest possible level. So, shout out to them as well. You see what you guys are up to in the chat. Hennessy says Mims is back. Zach mentioned him in his post-game interview. Yeah, I did not see Zach's post-game interview, but yeah, man, Mims is, obviously we'd love him to be a force in the receiving game, but the fact that he's out here contributing to wins, making awesome blocks, making that crucial catch on third down to extend the drive late in the game and ultimately seal the deal against Buffalo. Good stuff. Nothing is going to jump off the page at you, but us Jets fans know that, these are team wins that we've been seeing, man. These are team wins. So everybody's out there contributing and playing their part. And Denzel Mims is certainly one of those guys. Ryan says Zach reminds me of a young Brett Favre. I can kind of see the comparison only because Brett Favre is kind of known for. Unfortunately, in this case, Brett Favre is kind of known for being careless with the ball, but half the time it ends in an amazing, mind-blowing play, and then half the time it could end in a turnover. And that is kind of what we've seen from Zach so far. Hopefully, he can clean up the turnovers, obviously. But I definitely can't understand the comparison. So. Thank you, Ryan, for your donation. Really, really appreciate it. Hennessy with the donation. Appreciate you, man. This bye week comes at a perfect time. James Robinson can learn the offense, and a lot of guys can get healthy, plus 2 weeks to prepare for the Pats. I totally agree with you, man. That's a great point you just bring up. I don't think this bye week could have come at a better time. We have a bad game against the Patriots. We bounce back, and we beat the best team in the league at home, and then we have the bye week. This team is, first of all, the fact that we have the Patriots again, this team is that they still have that game fresh in their mind. They're angry. They're ready to go. We all saw what Saleh was saying to the guys about their bye week. Don't just relax and have a cocktail this week, but continue to work, continue to take care of your body, and continue to prepare for especially the Patriots. But this long season of football that we still have ahead of us, guys. So I do think this bye week came at the perfect time. We're playing the Pats again. This time we're going into their home stadium. This is a must-win game. I'm so excited to see what this Jets team can do. This is another big test for the Jets, man, because as long as Bill Belichick is still in the building, the Patriots will always be a threat. They're in the hunt for a wild card spot. A loss to them could be really, really bad for us. And, bad for my soul as well to get swept by the New England Patriots this year. So this is an absolute must-win for the New York Jets in pretty much every sense. We got to go out there and get it done. And I want to see if this young team can, overcome the bad game that they had and go out there and whoop some Patriot ass in 2 weeks. I'm so excited for that game, man. So excited for that game. All right, guys. Fresh says, yeah, our scheme is yet to be developed. Mims is a sneaky, great talent. Yeah, man, I've always been high on Denzel Mims. I think a lot of people have. The talent is undeniable. He's, made some he's definitely had some boneheaded plays throughout his young career. And, it's just been a lack of opportunities as well. So to hear Saleh say that, even with Corey Davis coming back, we're still going to be getting Mims on the field. I love it, man. We have so much young talent on this team. You see it with the defensive line. Why not see it with the receiving core as well? Let's get all these guys in there. We got to get Elijah Moore the ball. Let's get Mims the ball. I like us, getting the ball in Braxton Berrios' hand a couple times a game as well. We have a lot of talent at the receiving core. And obviously Garrett Wilson, guys, has really taken off as the clear wide receiver 1 on this team. So, the Jets offense can get better. You see it on the banner. And it's all from talent that we already have on the team. Obviously, we're not making any more additions in the trade market this year. That time has passed. So this Jets offense can get better and will get better with the talent that we already have, which is phenomenal, man. Shout out to Joe Douglas for assembling an awesome roster. I love it. We forget how important Greg Knapp was last season in bringing Zach and the offensive coaches up to speed. Yeah, that was a tragic loss, man. That was absolutely awful. And who knows what our offense would be looking like if that never happened. So yeah. V-Man says, I have it too. What do you have? I bought a DR100, traded it for an Epiphone Acoustic Electric. V-Man, I have a Epiphone 335, a black one. I got it for BB King. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. The NFL better flex Jets versus Miami Week 18 to Sunday Night Football. Nothing else is close to how good of a game that will be. That is going to be a good game, Barry. And I believe, based on your pro pick there, that you are a Dolphins fan. So, yeah, that's going to be a good one, man. 2 good teams. Your really, really good offense going up against our really, really good defense. That's going to be exciting to watch, man. Can we contain Tyreek Hill with Tua at quarterback? We'll see, man. Sauce Gardner has passed all of his tests so far. We'll see if the speed of Tyreek Hill truly is otherworldly, even for Sauce. But I don't know, man. Sauce is here. Sauce is here. But yeah, definitely, Barry. That is going to be that's going to be an awesome game. I'm very, very excited for that. Looking forward to it. I doubt Bills sweep, but Miami sweep, please. So I think this is saying you doubt we'll sweep the Bills, but please let's sweep the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, I would love that, man. Let's beat the Patriots. If we lose to the Bills, okay. And if we sweep the Dolphins, oh boy, that's playoffs, baby. That's playoffs, baby. So that would be huge. Appreciate it, Jets, babe. Barry says, I just hate the Bills. Shout out to the Jets. I love it, Barry. I love it. I love it. Shout out to you, my man. J.O.B. in the stream. What up, man? Solo stream today, Jack? Yeah, dude. This is the first episode of Talking Jets with Jack. And I'm loving it. So thank you all for joining me. Please make sure you hit that like button. It really does help out the stream a lot. And I appreciate every single one of you guys here with me on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Appreciate you, 49er Media. What is up to you, my man? All right, guys. Let's go for the next topic here, which is the Jets have the best defense in the NFL. Tell me I'm wrong, man. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I think we're the most complete defense in the NFL between the defensive line, the linebackers, and the secondary. And I don't know if there's a team that's playing better defense than we are right now, man. We are really a top-tier defense and elite, no joke, for real defense. And I think the best Jets defense I've seen in my lifetime. I do. That might sound crazy to a lot of people because we've had Darrelle Revis on this team. We've had Antonio Cromartie on this team as the dynamic duo of corners in the league at the time. Bart Scott. We had a Super Bowl caliber defense for those years. Obviously, we didn't make it to the Super Bowl. So we at least had an AFC championship game caliber defense in those 2 years. I think this defense is better, man. I really do. I think this defense is absolutely unbelievable. Mo has been wrong all season and will continue to be. From Richie. Shout out to Richie, man. Richie's not joining us today, but he's working on some Touchdown Kingdom stuff. So make sure you guys Go give Touchdown Kingdom some love as well after the live stream. Richie works very hard on that channel, really trying to build it up. So please make sure you go give some love to Touchdown Kingdom as well. Ness, what up, Ness? Says Jack is holding down the fort, does a great job, man. I really genuinely appreciate that. I do. This is not easy, guys. This is giving me a new I mean, not that I haven't always respected what my brother Richie has built up here, but this is Richie, I know you're listening. This is really giving me a new respect for what you do all the time, man. This is fun stuff. I love it. All right, guys. So yeah, back to the defense. I think this is better than the Rex Ryan years, man. I really do. I don't know if you guys saw the Tiki and Tierney segment with Joe Beningo this week, but he made a great point. How many times during the Rex Ryan years did you see them play a great game for, 57 minutes is what Beningo said. And then, they give it up at the very end. This team is the best in the fourth quarter in all of football, man. I mean, I can't even believe I'm saying that with a straight face. The New York Jets are the best team in the fourth quarter in the NFL. It's crazy, man. It blows my mind, and it shouldn't blow my mind anymore because we've just been so consistent with that this year. Shout out to Robert Saleh for that. Shout out to Jeff Ulbrich, who catches a lot of flack from Jets fans. But this defense, man, I think this defense is top one. I really do. I really, really do. This defense just shut down the Buffalo Bills. Give me Philadelphia, man. I wish we were playing them this year. Give me Philadelphia. I want to see what we can do against, an undefeated team, hand them their first L of the season. I really do think we're that type of punch you in the face defense, man, and football team in general. But this defense is cutthroat. I think it's the best defense I've ever seen. You guys let me know. What do you guys think? Is this better than the sack exchange? Is this better than the Rex Ryan era? What do you guys know? Johnny D's seen it all. He says this is the best defense we've had ever, and he's been watching since 1969. Guys, the defense is here. What do you guys think? Let me know. Is this the best Jets defense you've ever seen? Send it in the chat. Is this the best Jets defense you've ever seen? For me, it is. For Johnny, it is. And Johnny's been a fan since 1969, so that's a hell of a lot longer than I have. Hit that like button for sure, guys. Really, really appreciate it. I think it's definitely the best defense, man. This is an interesting take. Johnson says our defense is elite, but it will only go as far as the offense takes it. I can kind of, halfway agree with that, and then halfway not really agree with that. When, we have games that the defense wins us the game. You go back and look at the Pittsburgh game. That was all Zach Wilson that won us the game. So I think this Jets team, like I said a couple moments ago, these wins are team wins. I think this one was obviously the shutdown defense, forcing Josh Allen to throw 2 horrible interceptions, sacking him 5 times, which is unbelievable. But I can see why you would say that, but I also think this Jets team has the ability, if the offense takes over and wins us the game, awesome. If the defense takes over and wins us the game, awesome. I think these are all team wins. We haven't really seen one, oh, this is why we won. This is why we won. This is why we saw why we lost. But I think these are team wins, man. I really do. Mr. D with the $10 donation. Really appreciate that, my man. Elijah Moore is 1. He needs to shut the F up and be a teammate. I think the Jets didn't use Elijah, thinking other teams may have prepared for him. Elijah was a decoy, but soon we will have him break out. Soon. Go Jets. I like that take, Mr. D. I think that Elijah Moore will break out. I think that he should break out. I think that it needs to be a priority to get the ball into his hands. But like I said, dude, a win is a win. You're not going to catch me nitpicking a win, at least not for more than a couple moments at a time. Would I love to see the ball more consistently in Elijah Moore's hands? V-Man, we're going to get to that in a sec. Appreciate it, brother. Would I love to see the ball more consistently in Elijah Moore's hands? Absolutely. I think all of us would. But this Jets team is 6-3 going into the bye week, and I think, he needs to shut up and be a good teammate. And take notes from guys like Michael Carter, from guys like Denzel Mims, who previously requested a trade, but for different reasons, obviously. Well, kind of for the same reason, they weren't getting the ball, but Denzel Mims was just not, active. Elijah Moore is, out there, and he's just not getting the ball his way. Maybe he's not getting open as much as we all think he might be. Who knows? Zach Wilson's connection with Garrett Wilson is definitely the main driving factor in that, I think. Elijah Moore is a really interesting situation, and we'll see how it pans out, guys. Who knows? Maybe after the bye week, this Jets team is going to come out in the second half of the year, and it's going to be the Elijah Moore takeover, kind of like we saw last year, guys. Elijah Moore towards the end of last season really turned it on. So maybe we can see some of the same stuff and go into next year with two bona fide stud wide receivers in in Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. Richie says E. Moore is moving to the slot. Yes, sir. Stay tuned. V-Man, my cousin said it's the best team he has seen since the 80s. Also, I bought an Epiphone SG Pro because I'm big into early Clapton and his time with Cream. On the defense take, I love it. I definitely think this is the best Jets defense I've ever seen. Best Jets defense in a long, long time. And the SG, man, I love the SG. SG always reminds me of Angus Young. But Clapton's a god, man. Clapton's a GOAT. All right, guys. Anything else you guys have to say about this Jets elite #1 defense before we talk about the coaching staff a little bit? Let me hear it in the chat. And once again, please make sure, if you guys haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button. It really does help out the stream. And Richie and myself really, really do appreciate it, guys. All right, let me take a look at the chat here. Richie, I love the background music on here as well, man. I'm like constantly bopping my head to this stuff. All right, guys. Mims. I love it. Euphoria with an interesting question. Who's the MVP of the defense? I think it's between two people. Well, maybe three people, guys. The two front runners, I think, are clearly Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. But I'll throw a third name in there, C.J. Mosley. C.J. Mosley is, having an absolute monster year, and it's just, kind of what we expect from him at this point. He's an incredible player. He's the anchor on defense, and his ability in coverage, his ability to come up and bop you if you catch a ball over the middle, or stopping the run game as well. He's a terrific player. I'll throw DJ Reed in there as well. I mean, obviously it's tough to name a single MVP, but so many individuals have really stepped up and played crucial roles, man. I mean, Sauce is so good, and he's, such a swagged out rookie. He's a flashy player. So, we're all used to, what up, Rich? So we're all used to, talking about Sauce, but DJ Reed has more than held his own this year. He's made many crucial plays, had crucial pass deflections. Richie said, "Oops." Yeah, you guys caught him in the editing bay there, working on that TDK stuff. Once again, guys, go support TDK. But yeah, to really answer that question from Euphoria, who's the MVP of the defense? Who do you guys think, man? Let me hear it in the chat. I'm gonna have to go right now with Quinnen Williams, because what this four-man rush has been able to do, and I want to give it to Sauce, I want to give it to CJ, I want to give it to DJ Reed, but what the four-man rush has been able to generate, with Quinnen being the focal piece of that. Right now, he's the best defensive lineman in football potentially, so I'm gonna have to give it to him. This we all know the pass rush is the key to the Robert Saleh defense, and the fact that it's gotten to a level that it's at now, I think it's just surpassed all of our expectations. And then shout out to other guys on the defensive line. Shout out to Bryce Huff, who comes in for 5-6 plays a game or whatever, and he's here having crucial. I think he made the play of the game, guys, against Buffalo. So the depth that Joe Douglas has assembled, The defensive line coach, Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbrich, they've really made the most out of they've really gotten the most, rather, I think, out of these players. So let me see what you guys have to say about this. Mo Dean says Reed is the MVP. Could be, man. Could be. That's the only kind of non-whack take I've ever seen from Modine. The rest of that is kind of whack, though, Mo. I gotta say. Euphoria says facts. I think it's Q. Love it. Nathan says Sauce. Jim Page says Mosley. And then Nathan. Okay, Nathan's going with Q though for the defensive MVP. Vinny says Sauce baited Allen on that pick. LMAO. Love it. Love it. Mr. D with another very generous $10 donation. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Really helps out the stream. Really helps out the channel. We really appreciate that from you guys. So thank you so much for the super chats. Love it. Mr. D says, I'm 58 years old. This is the best D, period. I have confidence in our front four rotation, and our secondary is better than Revis and Crow. Offense will get better every week. Playoffs, baby. Go Jets. I love it, Mr. D. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the positive energy. I agree with you, man. This is the best Jets defense we've ever seen. I mean, we just shut down Josh Allen, made him look like a bum out there. And he's on pace for 750 rushing yards, 5,300 passing yards, 40-something touchdowns. Guy's a monster. You can't deny how good that he is as a player. And we made him have that typical bad Josh Allen game that he tends to have. That's not just a coincidence, man. That's this Jets defense getting into his head and making it difficult on him. So thank you very much, Mr. D, for the donation. Green Empire Lawn Care with the $2 donation. Appreciate it, man. It's hard to choose when the entire defense is lit. And is that not the best problem to have, man? God damn. This Jets defense is lit. This Jets defense is here. Everybody's playing at a super duper high level. It really is hard to choose. What else, guys? Who's your defensive MVP? Evan says it's got to be between Quinnen, CJ, and Sauce and Reed. Yeah, man, for sure. All right, guys. So I have a question for you. Who is your secondary? Not secondary as in the defensive backs, but so those are our primary options for our defensive MVPs. Give me some more low-key guys. Who do you think is the defensive low-key MVP? Who's the player on defense that is having the most impact but is not one of these, premier names that we can clearly see week after week are dominating? Who do you guys think is that player? It's between a few people for me, man. We got to give a shout out to LaMarcus Joyner, who's after having a shaky start to the season has been playing really, really well at safety. Mo says Joyner. Evan says Quincy Williams. That's a great pick. Love Quincy Williams. Richie says Carl Lawson. Carl Lawson is a monster for sure, man. The stats don't lie, and Carl Lawson is one of the most effective edge rushers in football this year. Mr. D says Huff. Johnny D from PA says Quan. Trap Triple O says JFM. Rising Static says MC2. Like, guys, this is crazy, man. Do you see all these names? And every single one, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. This entire defense is playing at an elite level. And look at some of these players that we have, man. I mean, what the coaching staff has been able to do, what Joe Douglas has been able to do in terms of assembling this roster. And don't forget, guys, this is coming off of a year where we were statistically the worst defense, 32 of 32 in the National Football League. And here we are. I think we're the best defense in football, man. Everybody's saying this is the best the Jets defense has ever looked since, 1969, since the 80s. It really is a no joke Super Bowl caliber defense. And I say that being real. Man. Why not? I'm not saying this Jets team is going to go out and, win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not that arrogant. But I think this Jets team, with the way this defense is playing, can beat anybody. I do. I 100% do. Sauce can lock down any receiver in the league, and we have another top corner right behind him to really lock things up. The safeties are playing great. The linebackers are playing above expectation and at a super, super high level. Quincy Williams has taken a leap. Quan Alexander has shown us that he is still a very, very good and effective player in this league. And obviously, C.J. Mosley is one of the best at the position in football. So, the defensive line as well, absolutely monstrous. So I really think that on all phases, this defense is elite, complete, the best in football. And this defense could take us very, very far this year. I really do, man. I really do. If the running game and the offensive line continues to do their job and Zach Wilson takes the slightest leap in this next half of the season, watch out, man. I keep saying that, but watch out for this Jets team if that happens. Because the stars feel like they're aligning, boys and girls. They really do. It's already been a phenomenal year, but who even knows where this is heading, man? This Jets defense will get better as the year goes on. Richie says Jermaine Johnson's about to become a monster in the second half. He will get a Rookie of the Week belt. Book it. Yeah, Richie definitely means second half of the season, obviously. Rookie of the Week belt for Jermaine Johnson. Book it. I love it. I love it. We need it. Lord Supreme says, look at all the names being said. This entire defense is effing stacked. I love it, man. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Will Clemens pass up Jermaine Johnson? Who knows, man? But again, that's a great problem to have, man. We have young talent all over this defense, all over this football team, but all over this defense especially. I love it. I love it. And this is a great point. I want to bring this up too. This is Evan. Jack, we're also going to be getting key guys back on the O-line after the bye week. Absolutely, dude. Max Mitchell, who is playing way above everybody's expectations before he got injured. George Fant, who has played a lot of really, really fantastic football for the Jets. I'm very, very excited to be getting those guys back and see if this offensive line can become even better and more consistent and give Zach Wilson, a consistent pocket like we saw them give him this week against the Buffalo Bills. But shout out to the guys that we have playing right now as well, because they have way surpassed everybody's expectations. Ogbuye on the right tackle holding it down against Von Miller. Nate Herbig having the game of his life, making key blocks all over the field in the run game and in the pass game. He had an awesome block on that James Robinson screen pass touchdown. That if he didn't make that block, there's no way that's a touchdown. So this offensive line is playing well, man. Connor McGovern, who Jets fans kind of love to hate, is coming off a good performance, man. So the offensive line is here, but absolutely, Evan, great point. This offensive line is going to get key guys back. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about how this Jets offense can get better before. But now, guys, here we go. How about this one? Saleh deserves your respect. And obviously Saleh already has the respect of Jets fans. This is more on a league-wide standpoint, Saleh deserves your respect. The way he has been able to turn this team around, this defense around, from worst to first in a year, you can really feel the culture that Robert Saleh is, really starting to build here. And it's things are really changing. And it's tangible. It doesn't feel like a fluke. That's I think the most important thing to me. It doesn't feel like a fluke. This last game was so well coached, from Robert Saleh to Jeff Ulbrich to Mike LaFleur, who called a really good game from an offensive standpoint. That last drive, guys, marching 90 plus yards down the field, just running the ball down your throat. That's dominance, man. This Jets team can dominate, and I absolutely love that. And Robert Saleh is, I think, the biggest reason why this Jets culture is really shifting in a positive direction. Obviously, Joe Douglas is a huge reason for that as well, with assembling this young roster full of incredible, undeniable talent all over the place. But Joe Douglas does his job in the offseason. He gets the guys together, and then Robert Saleh is the one that really needs to bring it together and make it cohesive and translate it to winning football on Sunday. So I think Robert Saleh deserves all the respect in the world. People love to clown the Jets. People love to clown our head coaches, as they should historically. This feels different. I think everybody can see that, whether you're a Jets fan or not, man. This is a different Jets team than we've seen in a long, long time. And even, everybody mentions 2015. Yeah, it was an exciting year. It was an awesome year. This is different. This is better. This team is so young. Who do we have? Was Fitzpatrick our quarterback for that year? And we had, an aging Eric Decker, an aging Brandon Marshall. This team is young. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from that team. That was a fun year to be a Jets fan. But this team is young and set for the future. That team didn't feel like it was set up for the future. This team feels like it is set up for the future. And I think that Robert Saleh is playing his crucial role as head coach of this football team and making sure that no matter who the guys are out there, talk about the adversity we've dealt with on the injury front. I mean, on the offensive side of the ball, losing Mekhi Becton before the season even started, losing George Fant, losing Max Mitchell, losing Elijah Vera-Tucker, losing Breece Hall. I mean, losing key players on the offense, still finding ways to win games, rallying this team. LaFleur deserves credit for that as well. But this Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbrich defense, man, is the clear identity and heart and soul of this team. And I think, just the trenches in general are the heart and soul of this team. Because if you look at the run game on the other side of the ball, the offensive line is just moving men out of the way week after week. We got another dono from Mr. D that I got to get to. I'm going on a rant here, guys. I'm not even looking at the chat. Sorry about that, Mr. D. Last year, Zach and the O-line played much better this year. Let me read that again. Last year, Zach and the O-line played much better. This year, they will also. Players come back. We stay healthy. Stack wins. Everything is up for grabs. Mr. D, appreciate that, man. Once again, a very positive message and the super chat donation. Really appreciate you, Mr. D. You are the MVP of today's stream. Appreciate you, my man. I think that we saw the Jets take a leap during the second half of last year. We looked much better from an offensive perspective. Elijah Moore was really starting to take off. So, I mean, dude, if that same exact thing can happen this year, and the defense plays as good as they're doing, and the special teams can be consistent. Greg the Leg, shout out to Greg the Leg, man. We have a kicker. We've revived Greg the Leg, and the Jets have a kicker. It's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Greg the Leg is here, man. Crucial, game-winning kick. Obviously, it wasn't, a 62-yarder, but he did his job, and we have a kicker. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, who knows what this Jets offense is going to come back from the bye week and look like, man. I think the sky is the limit for these guys, 100%. I really, really do. Sorry, guys. I'm going to drink some water here. This is a great comment that I'm going to get up on the screen here from Julio Rivera. That last drive against the Bills was special. I was in awe how we punched them in the mouth. Running backs were fantastic, and shout out to the offensive line. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. That was the best Jets drive I've seen in a long time. Go watch Baldy's breakdown of that drive. We ran the same exact play 3 times in a row and just literally punched them square in the jaw. I mean, the Buffalo Bills defense, another elite defense in the NFL. And I don't want to hear about who they're missing. Oh, they're missing Milano. They're missing Poyer. They're missing this guy, that guy. I don't give a shit about that, man. Every team deals with injuries. Go check out our offense and ask us how we're dealing with injuries there. So every team deals with injuries. And you know what? The fact that this Jets offensive line was able to dominate the Buffalo Bills on that last drive was just absolutely phenomenal, man. Taking 5+ minutes off the clock, giving Josh Allen 1 minute and 43 seconds, and then letting the best defense in the league go out there and finish the job and do their job and come away with the win. Chills, man. Chills. I wish I could have been at the stadium for that game. That would have been the game to be at. And I can't complain because I was at the 40-17, Jets Media Day, Dolphins romping, and that was a beautiful day. But, oh, man, I was thinking about how that stadium must have been after that win. What a win for this Jets team. Love your comment, Julio. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. All right, guys, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? Johnny D, what a difference a week makes. Yeah, dude, I mean, the receipts are there. Me and Richie did not have our doubts about this Jets team at all. I mean, we didn't think this Jets team was going to beat the Bills. I don't think anybody did. But we weren't, all doom and gloom. The world is ending after the Pats game. We're all in on this Jets team to keep developing and keep winning games however they have to. But yeah, you're right, man. What a difference a week makes. What a difference this week is going to make heading into a bye week. And then we got the revenge tour at Foxborough. We're coming for your necks, Patriots. And I'm so, so excited for that game. But first, we get a beautiful bye week, knowing that our team is 6-3 and we get to watch football all day. I'll get to watch Red Zone for like the first time all year. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. We're in a beautiful spot right now. Beautiful spot. All right. We got another super chat to get to from Evan. Appreciate you, Evan. Thank you so much. Saleh is amazing. Also keeps his composure and is built for this New York media. He pumps his team up to beat anybody. Tells the guys in the locker room, we ain't shocked nobody. I love Saleh's mentality. Yeah, man. Couldn't agree more. I think Saleh is, we're watching in real time, we're watching this Jets culture, do a complete 180. And it's so beautiful to see, man. It's so beautiful to see. I think Saleh is playing the key role in this, and his abilities as a leader, his presence on the sideline, is, I think, huge and much improved from last year. Obviously we weren't playing great football last year. It's so great to see Robert Saleh, screaming and flexing and doing all the things that we knew Robert Saleh was going to be doing when we hired him to be our head coach. So I just think that, he is the perfect guy to turn this organization around. Clearly, these players are all in on Robert Saleh. They want to win for Saleh. They dig playing for him. He's a player's coach. I think it's, we're seeing it come to fruition, guys. I really do. And why the hell not? Think about if you're growing up a Patriots fan or growing up a Steelers fan, and all you know is for the majority of your life is Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin. Why not us, man? Why not us? Why can't it be Zach Wilson and Robert Saleh for the next decade plus? Why not? Why the hell not? Oh, man, that sounds good. All right, guys. Appreciate it, Evan. Thank you so much for your donation. Once again, we love Robert Saleh's mentality. Absolutely love it. Mr. D with another donation. Appreciate you, Mr. D. The Bills were 100% healthy on offense, okay? Exactly. And they even added Nyheim Hines, which, obviously he didn't get any offensive looks, really. But their good offense got better, it seems like, by adding a guy like Hines and his versatility. So don't want to hear anything about the injury to the Bills defense. We beat them. All right, guys. Euphoria said, I was at the bar and these girls said, I didn't know the NFL had good-looking coaches. Let's go, baby. That's Robert Saleh. The girls love the bald head. I love it. Saleh's here. And once again, read the banner, guys. Saleh deserves your respect. Not to you, Jets fans, because I know you already love and respect their head coach. But to anybody else out there that's still looking down on the Jets, Saleh's taking all the receipts, and he deserves your respect 100%. All right, guys, we're about 54 minutes into the stream, so I think this is the perfect time to open it up to a little Q&A. Please send in any sort of questions you have about this New York Jets organization into the chat. Let's talk. Let's see some friendly debating in the chat, of course. But yeah, guys, let me know. Send in your questions. We're not going to be opening it up to live callers today, but Anything you guys want to send into the chat, I will try my best to get to all of them. Obviously, as you guys know, super chats get priority. So the super chats are stuff like Mr. D sent the $2, Evan sent the $10. Super chats get priority for the Q&A, but you guys know the drill. So yeah, let's chat. I am so excited. Euphoria says that's my head coach. Damn right, baby. I love it. Appreciate you, Euphoria. Another loyal supporter. I love seeing the regulars in the chat, guys. This community that we built up. You know, I'm here at 12:45 on a Wednesday, and there's 50 something people listening to what I have to say about the Jets. So I couldn't be any more thankful for all you guys. So really, genuinely, really do appreciate it. Even you, Modine. I know you get a lot of flack in here, but even you, Modine. All right. Mr. D, lowest game scored for the Bills this year. Yeah, I didn't know that, man. That's beautiful. That makes me so goddamn happy. Oh, man, I love it. Which rival will the Jets sweep first? That is interesting, man. Well, we can't sweep the Patriots, unfortunately, so that's going to have to wait till next year. But I'm going to have to say the Miami Dolphins because we have already beat the Dolphins this year. We already beat the Bills too, guys, but I still don't want to say that we're going to beat the Bills. I mean, yes, we can sweep the Bills. I mean, who knows? We play the Bills again before we play the Dolphins again, so it might be the Bills. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. I think this is a good question, by the way. Thank you, Jets, babe. But which rival will the Jets sweep first? I'm thinking it's the Miami Dolphins. Week 18, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. All right. Jack, hear that Josh Allen's injury is serious. I wouldn't want to see that happen, but if it does happen, we have a serious chance to win the East. Yeah, obviously, I'm not wishing injury on anybody, and you're not as well. But yeah, that would lighten the load, to say the least. That would lighten the load in the AFC East. Not wishing for anybody's downfall, but it's just a fact that Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL now. Sick as that is to say, that wouldn't suck a lot. I don't know. All right. Richie says, TDK video is finally done editing, exporting, and uploading now. Shout out Jack for holding it down. Guys, make sure you go and check out Touchdown Kingdom. After the live stream ends, if you click on the Jets Media YouTube channel, you'll see all the other channels that Richie's affiliated with. You'll see his personal channel. You'll see the AFC East Roundtable. You'll see Nick's Media. And, of course, you'll see Touchdown Kingdom. So make sure you guys show Touchdown Kingdom the love and support that it deserves, because Richie has put in a lot of hard work on this channel, trying to get it really up and running. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out Touchdown Kingdom. All NFL content, not just Jets, all NFL. So weekly predictions, trending topics and stuff like that can all be found on Touchdown Kingdom. So a lot of good stuff is going down over there. So make sure you guys go support. And also, guys, please make sure you smash the like button on the stream if you haven't already. Really, really appreciate it. We got 72 likes right now, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. This has been a lot of fun. We're about to hit the 1 hour mark. We're going to take some questions and comments for a little bit longer. And I'm loving this, man. I'm absolutely loving this. Thank you guys for talking Jets with Jack. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. RK, win the East already? Who knows, man? That's that was the OG topic of this live stream. Can the Jets win the AFC East? Oh, and then he says, "Are you joking?" Oh, well, whatever, RK. I thought we had a connection potentially, RK. But you know what? Now the Jets are 100% winning the East this year. 100%. How about that? How about that, RK? When will Zach have a game like the Mike White versus Cincy type game? I wish I knew the answer, man. Obviously, we're all waiting for that. But for me, at least, I know everybody out there has, their own feelings, and you're entitled to however you want to feel. for me, I just want to see Zach take a step in the right direction this year overall. And the fact that we're 6-3, Zach's 5-1, he's got to be doing something right, guys. He's got to be doing something right. And I think that the raw potential is so evident. His escapability, and if he just makes the right decisions with the football, which we saw him do this past week, and if he uses his legs when he needs to, we see at least one amazing throw from Zach Wilson every week. So I really do think that Zach has all the potential in the world to be a franchise guy. I do. I really do, guys. I'm not going to not say that. I have hope that our quarterback is going to be the quarterback of the future. I don't know when that became such a crazy thing to start saying, but Indiana Jets, I don't know, man. I'm hoping very soon. Mr. D with another donation. You're the man. Josh Allen is hurt. Trust it's going to be a factor. Sweep alert. We will win the East. The North remembers. I love it. Little Game of Thrones reference at the end there as well, which I also love. I miss watching House of the Dragons after football on Sundays already, man. Excited for that to come back. But who knows, man? Josh Allen's injury could very much be the X factor in the Jets potentially sweeping the Buffalo Bills this year, which would be crazy. I can't decide which I'd rather have, though. Like, would you guys rather get swept by the Patriots and sweep the Bills, or go 1-1 with both? Me personally, I'd rather go 1-1 with both. I hate the Patriots more than so many things. And if we don't, we gotta beat the Patriots. I'd rather see us beat the Pats. Not that we can't do both. I'm not saying that, but I'm not trying to get too out of pocket here. RK says, hurting our QB, bad omen. What goes around comes around. I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Mr. D says he is obviously coachable. Definitely. All of Josh Wilson's Josh Wilson. You see, RK, you got me saying Josh now. All of Zach Wilson's mistakes have been very fixable, I think. And I'm just excited to see what he can do in this latter half of the season. Johnny D says split. Hate the Patriots. D says sweep Bills, 1-1 with the Pats. All right, so Mr. D is really going all in here. I love it. I love the energy. Losing to the Pats boils my blood. LOL. I'm with you, Euphoria. It's happened for too long now that we just assume it's going to be a loss. And we got to flip the script. We got to change the narrative on the whole we can't beat the Pats. Because we can't. I mean, we haven't been able to. We need to beat the Patriots after the bye week in Foxborough and make another statement win against Bill Belichick and whatever quarterback he's going to have out there. All right, guys. Isaiah says, I'd rather beat the Patriots. They've had our number for years, but that'll end next week. Jet up. Love it. I love it. Let's go, Isaiah. Zach follows that script. He'll beast out through the end of the year. Want to see what BS they say about Zach when the Jets win 11 games. It's now a reality. Let's go, Julio. I love it, man. I love the energy. NYJ Madden, we can do it, but we shall see. Is that the man, Josh? We will, we will see, man. Hey, Jack, I need some tips on GTA 5 online and getting cash. Can you help? Yeah, just buy a shark card like I used to do because I'm a psycho. All right. Lord Supreme, thank you for the $2 dono. Really appreciate it, guys. Once again, I'm looking through the entire chat, obviously, but if you have something you really want to say, the super chats always get put on the screen and spoken about. Lord Supreme says, split with Pats and sweep Bills and Finns. Beauty. Oh, I mean, now you're just talking, every Jets fan's dream. I mean, that would be dominance. That would be dominance within the division. Oh man, give me that. Give me that. I'm not gonna get too greedy and ask for too much, but boy, would that be something. All right, guys. Can we get the defense a nickname? Green Hornets? I don't know about Green Hornets, if I'm being honest, but I'm down to give the defense a nickname because the classic sack exchange. We need to give this new era of the Robert Saleh Jets defense their own nickname. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? What's the nickname for this Robert Saleh era Jets defense? Evan says, let's go with green beans. I like that. It's kind of a double entendre. Shout out to our man Green Bean that we all know and love. What do you guys think? What's the nickname for this for the Robert Saleh era Jets defense? I know you guys can come up with something off the fly better than I can. All right, it is the man, Josh. Yes, sir. We just got to stay healthy. If we can do that, then we got it. I love it, man. I love it. We definitely need this Jets defense to stay healthy because we've been so decimated on the opposite side of the ball. But yeah, if this Jets defense stays healthy, the offense takes a little bit of a leap. Woo! Be careful. Carmelo says green kryptonite, or maybe even just kryptonite. I kind of like that, kryptonite, because we're obviously, green is one of our colors, although it's basically been the black pants and the white jerseys primarily this year. But kryptonite, man, even just kryptonite, because it's you can't touch us, you can't be around us, you can't be around this Jets defense. I love it. The green machines, I love it. The mean greens, I love it. Mike says green hot sauce. I like it. Like a little salsa verde. Love it. Indiana Jets says New York Sack Exchange 2.0. The green wall of doom. Or what's the thing at Fenway Park? The green monster? Is that what they call the big wall at Fenway? Maybe the green monsters? I don't know, guys. Yeah, Mr. D says kryptonite's the color green in the DC comics. Absolutely, man. The green wall of doom. The green storm. I love it. Yeah, but Hennessy's low-key right. We barely wear green anymore, but, we'll always be known as gang green. Well, the green will always be our identity, but low-key Hennessy's right. We haven't, we've kind of taken a step back from the green. Which, hey, guys, we're winning games with these black pant, white uniform combos. We're all in on these black helmets, too. I'm loving them. So let's see, man. Let's see if we can keep maybe the black and the white will become the New York Jets kind of new identity. Who knows? Luppy says Gotham Kryptonite. Love it. Love it. The hoppers, since Saleh hops to celebrate. I love that as well. Yeah, we all saw Saleh bouncing up and down once Sauce locked it down and got that turnover on downs, and we knew one knee and it's a victory. This is an interesting one, the Black Plague, because black is such a big part of our uniform color now. That's a good one. That's a good nickname, man. That's a good one. All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to ask a question about, bring up, make a comment, hit me with some more nicknames. Euphoria like Salsa Verde. I like that too. Dean Fulford says, fins up. We appreciate you being here, man. We'll see you week 18. That should definitely be a good game. We appreciate fans of all other 31 other, besides the Jets, obviously, NFL teams. We love it. We love it. So thank you for being here, Dean. Thank you all for being here. Ragna, shout out to Ragna, says J-Rob / Michael Carter will continue to improve, increasing total yardage, balling out. I love it, man. I love it. And I think that obviously against the Patriots, James Robinson was not given a lot of time to acclimate really to our offense. And we didn't see a whole lot of it. And then what happens against the Bills? James Robinson, has a really, really solid performance. Gets in the end zone, has a couple great runs in between the tackles, which, is what we're missing with Breece Hall. So, yeah, I think, another awesome combo. Obviously, we hate that Breece went down, but Robinson is going to step up and I think play a big part in this offense. And shout out to Michael Carter, man. Michael Carter, as a team leader as well. Michael Carter deserves all the credit in the world for really, really shining as a great example for other young players around the league. On how to be a leader. I'm so happy that Michael Carter is on this team. And the fact of the matter is that he's a great player as well, man. Still shifty, got speed, going around the edge, going around the outside. He can gain yards up the middle as well, man. Don't get it twisted. He's just a smaller guy, obviously, so we'd rather kind of, keep him to outside of the tackles and in the passing game as well, if in a perfect world. But without Breece Hall, we're going to get creative, and James Robinson and Michael Carter are both going to be getting it up the gut, getting it outside, getting the ball thrown to them. I love what these two have the potential to do down the line. So thank you, Ragnar. It's a nice take there. I love that. Lord Supreme, the guacamoles. That's a good one. The Green Goblins. All right, guys. This is this takes the dub. This officially takes the dub. The Green Goblins. That's it. There it is. That takes the dub. That is my favorite. Carmelo says, credit my girlfriend. Very witty. LOL. Thanks, bro. Shout out to your girlfriend, man. That was that takes the dub for sure. And also, how did none of us think of that? Damn it. That's good. That's good. Euphoria says the Green Goblins is hard. Not gonna lie. Absolutely, man. Gangster. What do you think, guys? How you feeling going into this Patriots game? We have a bye week. It couldn't have come at a better time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Matthias says, why not us? We beat Buffalo. We can beat anyone. Amen, dude. Why not us is right. Richie says, the Gotham Menaces. I like that, too. That's a good one. All right, guys. Ragnar with another good take. One game at a time, yes, but if the signs of Zach developing continue right now, locking down turnovers and his flashes become frequent, sky's the limit for this season. Young core is growing every week. And guys, I'm going to compare it to Josh Allen, who we obviously just played. If we can see an improvement from Zach in the second half of this year, I think with the way this young roster is, and then we have another, draft in which Joe Douglas is going to go be a wizard and do his thing, and we add even more young talent onto this team, I think that, and I know this is looking very far ahead, guys, but I think that a year 3 Zach Wilson, and I know some of you are already like, well, he won't be here in year 3. Whatever, guy. I think that when Zach Wilson is here in year 3 Zach Wilson is going to be here, dude. It's going to be sick because he has through the roof potential, man. I really, really, really do feel that way. So if Zach develops and this defense keeps playing at the level they're playing at, special team stays consistent, Michael Floor calls good games. Obviously, that's 4 big things that I'm mentioning right there. But all the pieces are in play. And all we really have to do is just keep doing what we're doing in certain areas and just slightly improve in other areas. So I think, why is that not possible? That's a very possible thing to happen. So strap in, guys. We still have a lot of fun football left on the year. And it just makes me so happy to be in this position, man. We've been waiting so long. the fact that we can come on here and be so positive about this Jets team for the first time in 7 years, it's just amazing. It's amazing. All right, guys. Chino Jr., go Jets! Shout out to you, Chino. And he says shared. Hope that means you shared the stream with your buddies or something like that, man. Appreciate that. Daniel Fernandez. Hey, Jack. Big New York Jets fan from up here in Edmonton, Canada. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate that, my brother. And shout out to you. Shout out to Edmonton, Canada. Really appreciate you repping the Jets up there, man. That is absolutely awesome. I've been to Canada. It's an awesome country. I've never been to Edmonton, but I've been to Toronto on 2 separate occasions, and I had a wonderful, wonderful time. Canada's an awesome place, so once again, really appreciate you repping the Gang Green, or the Green Goblins, I guess we should say now, from all the way up in Edmonton. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Carmelo says, Jack, you should do more lives, and hit the thumbs up, Brodies. Thank you, Carmelo. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I think we're going to make this a regular thing. Gives Richie some time to work on other channels, and I get to come on here and interact with you guys. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful little thing that we got going here. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Daniel Fernandez says, thanks, dude. JTS, Jets. Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate the support, man. Really appreciate the support. Guys, once again, please make sure you hit that like button. Really, really means a lot. We're up to 85 likes now, which is so awesome. Thank you guys so much. Can we get this to 100 likes before I end the stream? Is that possible? Is that possible, guys? That would mean the world. If we can get this to 100 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. Make sure you guys run it up if you can. And thank you guys so much for the support. Can't believe it's already been an hour and 16 minutes on here, man. It feels like 5 minutes just chatting with you guys. Feels like we're just hanging out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mac Jones going to be doing the gritty on the turf when we're done with him in 2 weeks. Let's do it, man. Let's shut his ass down. The Juice Main says, Jack, are you and Richie same age or go to the same school? Yes and yes. We're both 24. Funny enough, Richie's born on April 1st. I'm born on April 2nd. So Richie's a day older than I am. But yeah, we went to middle school and high school together. We went to different elementary schools, but we first met each other our first year of middle school. So yeah, it's a little story on me and Rich. Shout out to Touchdown Kingdom in the chat, guys. Everybody, this is it. This is the channel that I've been plugging. Go check it out. Touchdown Kingdom, all NFL content. Richie's worked very, very hard making a lot of great content for this channel. I've done a bunch of content for this channel in the past. So the both of us would really appreciate it if you guys went and checked out Touchdown Kingdom. It really means a lot. We're up to 90 likes, guys. Love all of you. 10 more. Can we get 10 more, guys? Julio Rivera says, Jack, you and Richie are stars. I appreciate that, Julio. You are the man. You're a star. All of you guys are stars. All you fine folks, Jets fans or not, we are all stars in the brilliant, vast universe. I love it. I love it. We really should do a Jets media link up when we clinch a playoff berth. Yeah, dude, that's something I've mentioned to Richie a couple times in the past. We've both spoken about it with each other. We would love to organize something where we go to a sports bar or something. Because obviously we had Jets Media Day at the stadium at MetLife, but it's a big to do, and NFL tickets are very expensive. So I understand that not everybody can just go to a game. But we were thinking maybe we would like to organize something at a sports bar or something like that, where we all go, we all hang out, we eat food, we drink, we have a good time, and we obviously watch a Jets game together. So maybe we can organize that, something along those lines, second half of the year, because there's nothing better than getting to meet you guys in person and talk Jets and just getting to dap you guys up and all that fun stuff. It makes it feel real, and it's a very special thing that we got going here. Not just Jets Media, this entire Jets community, and you guys are the biggest part of that community, supporting all of the awesome Jets content creators. So we'd definitely love to organize something where we can all meet up, because that would be dope. A Hills Life. F looking at the draft in November. Go Jets. Oh, man, I love it, baby. I won't be looking at the draft until March this year, man. I don't care who's coming out of college. I care who's on this team right here and now, because we're fighting for the postseason, baby. Let's go. I love it, A Hills Life. Thank you for your super chat, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We got another one from Mr. D, the GOAT. Year 3, Zach Wilson will show up after this bye week. I love it, man. I love it. I love that energy. This is the energy we need. This is the energy that the Jets needs from the fans. We're in such a beautiful spot, man. In such a beautiful spot. Love it, love it, love it. Richie and Jack, tag team champs in this bitch, taking receipts. I love it, Lord Supreme. The receipts are out there. Lost Boy says, let's go, Jack. Let's go, Jets. I love it. I love it. What up, Lost Boy? Thank you for the support, man. Guys, we're at 94 likes. If you're coming into the stream, we're trying to get to 100 likes. Please smash that like button. It would mean the world to me and the world to Richie. 100 likes is an awesome little barometer for a successful stream, you know? And this being the first episode of Talking Jets with Jack, I would love to get this one to 100 likes before we wrap things up. So please make sure you hit that like button. Love all you guys. Mr. D says, I'm in a great mood. I can tell, Mr. D. Thank you so much, my man. You are, like I said, you're the MVP of today's stream, man. And you're always a loyal supporter of Jets Media. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. He says Jake, but then he follows it up with Jack. Appreciate that. Jets 830 says, Jack, do you think we finally have a playoff kicker? Yeah, dude, I was saying that a little earlier in the stream. Greg the Leg is here, man. We've revived Greg the Leg. It's a beautiful thing. The Jets have a kicker, and you know it's a huge part of a football team. When you look at the box score of this last game, we won by Greg the Leg. So I love it. Obviously, you know, the offense drove us down the field. The defense sealed the game. Obviously, Greg Zuerlein wasn't the reason we won that game, but he did his job and did what he had to do. 20-17, Jets dub. We have a playoff kicker, baby. Greg the Leg is here. Mike, Jets all the time. Jack, you and Richie are the best. I love your content and your approach. Thank you so much, Mike. That means a lot, man. That really means a lot. I appreciate it. Chino says, join on Sundays, Jack. Yeah, I do miss joining on Sundays. The only problem is that Richie's got such an elite setup in his room, and it's tough for two people to be there for, like, you know, an entire game. And if I was to do something like this, the timing with the TVs would be off and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely you'll definitely catch me on a Sunday or two or three or four before you know the season wraps up. I definitely miss live reacting next to my brother Richie. So you guys will definitely see that before the season wraps up. All right, guys. Why not us? Sauce. I love it. I love it. Beautiful quote. And seriously, I mean, why the hell not? There's not a single team in the American Football Conference with more wins than the New York Jets. You won't find one. So why not? We just beat the Super Bowl frontrunner for the AFC. Why not? It wasn't a fluke. We sacked Josh Allen 5 times and made him throw 2 horrible passes. The defense played phenomenal. The offense did what it had to do. Special teams did what it had to do. The coaching staff was here. Why not us? Who says any of those, you know, trends are going to stop? Why not this New York Jets team? Why not? I love it. Peter Damian, thanks for your question, my man. He says, hey, Jack, what do you think about our next game at the Pats? Let's win. Jets, 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 Jets. Yeah, Damian, Peter, rather, sorry. I think this is a must win. I don't think there's any other way you can slice it. I think this is a must win. Can't get swept by the Pats. They are a inferior football team, and we have to beat them. And it just so happens to be that we're going to have to beat them at Foxborough, which is obviously always tough. But this is no longer the Tom Brady era. Let's show the rest of the division, the rest of the league, that the Jets are for real, and let's beat the team that has owned us for the past 20 years. So I think it's a must win. To answer your question, man, I think it's a must win. This was the question once again, guys, about the upcoming Patriots game. But thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. Mr. D with another donation. Too generous, Mr. D. Appreciate it. It matters not if Zach is quarterback or if we need to find another JD. The team will figure it out. This is the season for winning. The Jets finally have a front office. I agree. I mean, I think the team definitely finally has a front office. I don't know if JD means Joe Douglas. I assume it does. I hope we won't be finding another JD. And I hope that Zach is the quarterback, but I definitely agree with the latter half of that statement. And of course, thank you for the dono. But yeah, I think the front office, obviously love Joe Douglas and Rex Hogan as an assistant GM. I think these guys have done an awesome job assembling young talent. Guys, we've officially broken the 100 like mark. I really do appreciate that. We're at 102 likes. Continue to run it up if you can, guys. Please hit that like button if you can. But thank you guys so much for making that happen. It's really awesome. And yeah, man, first episode of Talking Jets with Jack, I think, has been a success. So thank you guys so much. Ragno with another awesome take says, love what we're seeing out of one of our favorite dudes, Clemens. Who's the next man up after Sheldon injury? And what's this Linval Joseph talk in the last 2 days? Honestly, I couldn't tell you about this Linval Joseph talk. Maybe somebody in the chat can shed some light on that for me. I haven't really been on Twitter that much, kind of shockingly, after this Jets victory. But yeah, I haven't been on that much. The Sheldon Rankins injury, though, I believe it's going to be Jonathan Marshall's going to get the practice squad elevation potentially, or at least that's what I remember Richie telling me yesterday, I believe. So we can, obviously it sucks that Rankins went down, because if you look at the tape on Rankins, man, he's another one of those low-key guys that's been making a lot of great individual plays for us this year, meaningful plays. So it's going to hurt, but this is why we have depth. This is why Joe Douglas goes out and gets a guy like Jonathan Marshall, because he knows the trenches are the identity of this football team. So look at the offensive line depth and what they've been able to do. Let's see if some of the defensive line depth can come in and do some of the same. So Jonathan Marshall, it might be your time, my man. It might be your time. Mr. D says Joe Douglas for president. Amen. I love that, man. I would vote for Joe Douglas if he ran for president. I definitely would. When I go back to New York again, I'll message. Maybe we can watch a game. Love the passions Jets fans have for their teams. Yeah, man, it really is infectious how we all just love this team in the craziest way. But that's you hit the nail, man. It's all passion. And yeah, man, I would love to watch a game maybe next year. You should think about coming to Jets Media Day, man. We all a bunch of subscribers and a bunch of friends of Richie and myself. We all organized a big trip to MetLife, and we all caught the Dolphins game. So you'll know when that's going to be way in advance. So maybe you can plan your trip around that, and we can actually go to the game, because that would be awesome. Love all the support from the fans, and we'd love to see all of you guys at MetLife, man. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Another good question from Peter. Thank you, Peter. What do you think about the new position for Elijah Moore? He's referring to Elijah Moore is now officially moved and designated to a slot receiver. Listen, man, I think, Elijah Moore is clearly a talented guy, but I think this is where he should have been from the beginning. Obviously, there's players like Tyreek Hill and Deebo Samuel and stuff like that are smaller stature guys that are effective on the outside, but I think that Elijah Moore just has the body type. When I look at him, he screams slot to me. He screams slot. Since we drafted him, I was waiting for them to put him in the slot. So I'm very excited to see what Elijah Moore can do in the slot. And I think that, the routes are going to be more fitting to his play style. Hopefully he'll be running a lot less go routes down the field and a lot more routes where he can do a hard cut and plant and pivot directions and leave the freaking opposing cornerback in the turf, man. So I think that this is the perfect spot for Elijah Moore. I really do. But thank you once again for your question, Peter. Appreciate you, my man. All right, guys. We just hit the hour-and-a-half mark. I appreciate all the love. We're going to wrap up the first episode of Talking Jets with Jack here. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. It really means a lot to me. It means the world to Richie. I can't say enough good things about the Jets fan base. Truly the best fans in the world. If you guys didn't hit that like button, please make sure you hit that like button on your way out of the stream. It really helps the channel, and I really just want to say thank you to guys. Thank you to you guys for joining me, and it's been so fun, man. Oh man, here we go. PFF ranked Sauce at number 1 and Reed at number 5. Unbelievable. Oh man, I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all your comments, all your questions, Mr. D, and everybody else that donated. Evan with some donations, A Hill's Life, V-Man, of course, with some donations. Thank you to everybody that donated. Lord Supreme with your donation. Appreciate every single one of you guys. And you know what? The Jets are 6-3. We're going into the bye. And we got the revenge tour starting in Foxborough. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I look forward to the next time I get to do this. And of course, I'll be on, regularly with the boy Richie as well. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Hennessy, thank you, man. Appreciate you. And guys, one more time before we go out. Jets, 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 Jets. All the love in the world to all you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And I will see you next time. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.